What's going on, guys? So today is like part 2 of the hardtop install video. Originally I was only going to make one, but I ended up having some fitment issues about a day or two after and thought it'd be really important to make this update video. And that's why I'm kind of talking to you right now, because there's no intro in the footage. But enough talking, let's get to the video. Didn't fit the way I wanted to. Still have all this kind of undone, but right along here, okay, so right along here, there was like this gap, and I know you can't see it now because there's no hardtop on, but I did some research and I found out we did 2 things wrong on this. One of the first things that we did wrong yesterday was these, the brackets. I installed these onto the car first, then these 3 screws in on each side, and while the hardtop was resting on the car. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to mount brackets first. Second thing that we did, and it's the big one, we mounted these wrong. Okay, so initially it makes more sense just to mount it. What we did is we mounted it along the middle. After this, you know, I was riding home, and like I said, I could see a gap. I mean, it was probably like this much. So it was just like a millimeter or something, but I mean, if it were to rain or if I were to try to wash my car, water would probably get in. Also, there was some weird kind of squeaking going on, and I knew that was from the top, like having friction with the body of the car itself, and that was most likely accredited due to that. And then on the driver's side, there was a millimeter gap, and I was driving home, and it's been pretty cold lately, and just a little stream of air was getting in. It was kind of just blowing on like my backside. And on the passenger side, whenever you'd shut the door, the window would actually hit the hardtop, just the top of it. So we didn't bolt it on correctly, and that was due to this. But the squeaking and the little gaps that we saw were due to this not being mounted properly. So after that, I reached out to Rockstar, and they sent me some videos, some pictures. They were actually very helpful. And what they do is they we did this part right, but the rubber on this needs to be more on the outside here, more on the edge. Now, not resting on this, but just on the edge right here. I'll wipe this down now with alcohol, get it all clean, get our resin or glue, and start gluing it up alongside here again. So this even looks a lot more like it belongs. See, we put it like on the edge. So should have minimal air and minimal contact with body. You can kind of see where our old adhesive was. Some of that a little bit ripped off from this, but still mended up pretty well. Now it's on the outside. I think it's gonna seal a lot better now. I just put the top back on. One of the first things I did is I made it an initiative to clamp these down first. Look, there's hardly any gap. There's that little guy right there, but that'll be taken care of once we get the bolts down that are, let me see if I can show that to you. It's gonna look pretty bad, but so those guys are there, that bolt, and there's a little one right back there. As soon as we bolt those down, that will most likely go away. And we are back at home. So here's the hardtop as it is. So I fixed all the seals and this is how it sits. I know it doesn't look much different than before. I'm sure right now I'm dropping in before and after clips, or at least after clips. Show you where it was leaking. Okay, so starting from here, this is where the first little leak was. It's hard to see because there really isn't one now. This is kind of the only thing that's left, but that's not a leak. That's just we cut the weather sealing a bit too short. So whenever you're cutting your weather sealing, make sure you leave a little bit extra, because we did. The hard top starts here, okay, and we left a little bit extra, but a little more extra, that would have sealed it all that much better. Initially the leak was like somewhat like along the edge there. So as you can see, there's our weather sealing. Is that our weather sealing? So I'm not sure if you could see it back there. I'll probably punch in on my other camera so that you can really see it. But there's a rubber seal that is on the car itself, and then there's a rubber seal on the hard top. And because we moved that over a little bit, it was able to rest on the body of the car versus it resting like half on the body, half not, which was causing that leak because it was enough for it to not want to rest fully on that seal. So it was just kind of like sticking up. It is flush all the way around. There's my big ass light so y'all can see it. And the only place that there is a little bit of a leak, like right there. But even that I honestly, I can just put a bit of extra weather sealant. Has nothing to do with the fitment of the hard top itself. The top fits, just need to add a bit more of the seal there so it'll seal all the way. So yeah, got my fitment issue resolved. Super happy with this thing. About to upload this video and I was ending it, but I just wanted to add a couple more things on this hard top. I love this hard top, it's great, but there's still two things. One of them is I do get a lot of squeaking whenever I'm going over bumps, or it could be just credited to me needing new tires, but any type of vibration or anything, the hard top like squeaks. And I don't know if that's just because I need like OEM weather seals, if there's better ones. I'm not sure yet. I'm doing more research on that right now. Second thing that is a problem, but I'm going to fix it. Let me show you. So I don't know if you can see it, but right under here. Okay, so originally, yeah, you can't really see it on camera, but the window, whenever it rolls up a bit too high right now, and it rubs on this, and it doesn't allow me to open this passenger side door. So a mark there because it was rubbing again on here. I reached out to Rockstar about this and they said that there is a way to adjust my window regulator, because I looked on the other side of the car and my driver's side door doesn't go as high as the passenger side door. So they told me that I need to adjust the passenger side door. So we'll be figuring that out, how to do that in another video. Other than that, the hardtop fits great. I now no longer have any leaks along the sides and the back of the hardtop, and whether it's carbon fiber or not, let me know what issues you have had. If there's any questions that you have for me, I'll try to answer them the best that I can. But I think that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.